I'm very proud of you for trying. You sat over here with the screwdriver and you were disassembling and trying your best, and you thought you got the little jack. Guys, we were out here. We're starting the show. We're getting ready for the show. I have a certain prop that we need for the show sometimes, and it's a technical issue. And Ryan decides I'm just going to get out the screwdriver and do a little operation.
Good at it when I was younger,
and he was kind of starting to unscrew it, and he's like, "I'm going to get this jack back where so I can connect it to the computer, because otherwise, we're fucked."
And guess what? And now we're fucked.
Yeah, we're still fucked. Yep. I left it to him. I was like, I'm going to go out and have a cigarette, do my pre-show cigarette real quick. I'm going to leave it in your hands, see if you can go ahead and fix the thing. And he's like, yeah, no, dude, I totally got this. He starts unscrewing it, and he's like, I got it. Let's plug it in. Plugs it in. The jack goes directly back into the...
Well, you know what that tells you?
Lesson learned.
We got to find a new maintenance man.
Yeah, new maintenance man coming on the way to They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. There's only one way to do it, so let's get to it. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Pick it.
Oh, yeah, guys. Hey,
baby.
Welcome back. Oh, my gosh. Guys, welcome to They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage episode. Oh, Jesus Christ. Someone let him out of his cage.
You're going to scare the new one.
Yeah, exactly. The new kitty is inside by herself. We did not bring over the dog or the cat. We're trying to get her acclimated to the tiger cage.
Sure. Yep.
A new cat, so don't growl so loud, dude. Calm it down.
I just have to let the tiger out of the cage every once in
Hey,
a while.
sorry,
and I'm
Mark.
going to let the
Sorry,
tiger
Mark.
cage out tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, yeah. I'm in the mood. We have no hockey to watch right now because we're on a little bit of a break, and we're going to tell you why here in a little bit.
Because we are awesome.
We like to keep things clean around
So
here
we'll
in
give you your
Tampa Bay.
lightning update. Of course, we're going to give you the lightning update. You're still in the middle of playoffs.
And a little help from the President's Cup.
I'll get by with a little help from the curse. Oh, I get by with a little help from the curse. That's it. So we're definitely going to get into that and tell you why the President's Cup is a bad thing. But yeah, guys, or the President's Trophy, we should say. But yeah, just having a good time here out at the Tiger Cage.
I'm digging it.
Yeah, and like I said, Ryan's technical skills weren't that great, but you know what? We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna figure it out, and we're still gonna have a show for you tonight. Obviously, everything else is going well. We have celebrity birthdays for you. I know we skipped that last week because literally for the first time in
There was nobody.
40, 50 episodes,
Nobody
there was
had a birthday.
there was just nobody,
Nobody
born
was
on
born.
that. I have
To be
never
clear,
seen a
plenty
day.
of birthdays, but
Not
notable yet.
But if you go back and listen to the show, you'll hear me rattling off all the birthdays. They were either dead or nobody knew who the fuck they were. So
Exactly.
but we're back on it tonight. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, actually, I have to on the next break, I'm going to check the notes and see where you guys are at. But I believe Dad is actually, I think it's 116 to 121.
I'm sure I'm down 5. No doubt.
Yeah, or actually 114 to 121, I believe. So I think it's 7 points.
Ooh.
So,
No doubt.
I will
Twist
review.
out.
I will review that, and
He's
we're going to
been
get to
busting
that.
my
But
ass.
twist the
also,
knife a little bit more.
but also, every 3 episodes, we do something very fun and very special where we test Dad's intimate knowledge and infinite knowledge on all sorts of topics. But we're keeping it mixed bag again tonight. We're going to do Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire. So definitely, that's one of our favorite things to do around here at the Tiger Cage. So yeah, make sure you. Thank you, Ryan. Make sure you stay tuned for that.
Karen.
And yeah, we're just hanging out, man. How was you guys this week?
Week was good.
Great. We got a kitty.
Yes.
Yeah. No, yeah. We were
got a
talking
new
about
kid.
that a little bit last show, and I heard there was like a little bit of nervousness for a while, like kind of getting settled in. But now that y'all have got it, and Miss V is here to stay, I love that. I'm so excited because I was a little heartbroken. Like I heard like we might have had second thoughts for a minute, and then like we immediately got back to the right. I'm sorry. I don't want to bring it up, but I was a little heartbroken when I heard that news.
I'm going to describe the cat to you listeners out there. It looks like Binks from Hocus Pocus.
Exactly. Beautiful cat. Beautiful cat. Black
beautiful
cat. Female cat. Just, I don't know what happened to us as far as cat lovers go, because us Breechaks never had cats. It was never a thing. Now I have a cat. Now you guys have a cat. And cats are fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
They're sneaky.
Yeah, no, but they're fun. They're so cuddly, and like last night,
They are.
Ryan crashed again last night. We went out and we did we had a wild We had a Dangerous Nights crew night, and we went and did our thing. And then Ryan crashed, in my bed. I usually give him the bed because I want to stay out on the couch with Benny. And Benny and I just fucking cuddled all night, and it was so good. And man, I just love cats now. I mean, I can't get enough of them. I don't know what it is.
But also, okay, let's go ahead and fast forward because you're gonna have this cat now for 20 years. Let's say
18, 20. Yeah, 18 to 20.
Really big on the podcast, and you and Mom get invited to, say, the president's dinner. Okay, and you all of a sudden
Talking about president.
You have to
of the network or United
Vinoy
States?
Club or something,
Okay.
local kind of stuff, and you have to excuse yourself because you have to go home to Miss V. Now people are scratching their head. Who is Miss V? And why do
It
the
sounds
Breachacks
mysterious, yeah.
have to keep going back to Miss V? Honey.
What are you getting at exactly? Is what I'm wondering.
It's like they have a
You lost
Asian
me.
woman. They have a senior Asian woman that they live with that they have to take care of. Miss V, honey.
Oh.
Vivian.
So you're implying that the name Miss V must mean she's like a nail tech.
Every time I hear like Miss V,
like
it's
she must
Miss
be a nail
Venus
tech at a
Nails.
fucking Singapore salon.
Yeah, Miss V.
That's very racist, Ryan.
Well,
it is.
I'm proud of you.
I don't know.
I'm very proud of you. Cheers.
For racism.
All right, guys. They call us
Came
the
from
Freeze, that's
Panama
Bravo,
City.
Ruben.
How
Yeah,
could that?
exactly.
How could it be Asian?
No, but yeah,
I love it,
I'm
though.
very glad that you guys have the cat. And Mom, it's funny. I hate to say this, but as we get older and as you guys get older, sometimes we crack a couple jokes about death, and stuff like that. I said to Mom, I go, yeah, 18, 20 years. That's a commitment. She goes, oh, we'll be dead. You're getting the cat. I said, all right.
Yeah.
So basically, I have a new cat that I need to warm up to because eventually.
Eventually.
But, we don't like to talk
Hopefully,
about that
no time
around here.
soon.
No.
Hopefully, no time soon.
I have always maintained that all four of you will outlive me. So
You know what's
don't-
kinda wild,
don't steal
though?
that from me.
Tiger cage, and now we have cats in here. And
It's crazy.
Literally becoming the fucking tiger cage.
Yeah, dude. We started with the name
Meow.
like we literally started with the name the Tiger Cage, and then I got the cat, and then we got another cat. So literally, that's a good point. We started the momentum with the Tiger Cage. I like it. Speaking of tigers, and speaking of Gwazi, and speaking of Shikra, and speaking of panthers, and speaking of all the fucking thing.
Oh, did you?
Which basically-
Speaking of that, did you see the video of somebody, and I forget what country it was? They had a puma. Somebody walked into their patio, and
A
there was
whole puma
a big puma, and it opened its mouth. It was like, and
on someone's patio. They got like smart video of it or something.
absolutely. And I saw it on Fox News this morning. Walter's like, who gets that close with their camera?
off the joint. Yeah.
I mean, it was a full size puma.
I would be shitting
as
my
big
pants
as
and then just-
Klystron, and it showed its teeth, and I'm like,
Down.
why are you not running the
That's
other
fucking
way?
scary.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, fuck that. I am
Imagine-
done.
It wasn't
I'm
in
gone.
our country.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% gone as soon as I see. Yeah,
Imagine
That's
like
what
you're
Walter
like,
said. He was like, "Phew."
it's like, hey man, you don't have any beers in the inside fridge. Check out back.
I mean,
And
they
you're like, you
opened
run
this.
out
They
back and
opened
you're
this
like,
door like they're walking into the
Hey.
back porch or something, and that puma is that high.
That's
and
great.
I'm
yeah.
like,
No
I mean,
way.
it's a full size cat, and I'm like, now that I know how sharp the claws are on cats.
Oh, like even just kitten cats. Like
yeah,
when he
kitty
was a
cats.
kitten, when
yeah.
when Benny was a little kitten. I mean, they're actually sharper as a kitten when they're smaller, but when they get a little bit bigger, obviously it dulls out a little bit. You know what I mean?
But still, it's like
Yeah. No.
But yeah, they
Rip
make
the-
a point
rip the
to
meat off of your arm.
like sharpen their claws.
Yeah. I'm glad we are a cat nation over here now. That's good.
yeah, I hear
Wildcats.
that. I'm hearing that from you because it's like I'm hearing it twice.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. And we're having a good time here in the Tiger Cage. And yeah, I personally am very excited to get back to birthdays tonight. I'm personally very excited to do the Bre'llionaire. I wrote, because now we're doing mixed bag Bre'llionaire, the best part is I can recycle the ones that you don't actually get to. But I almost forgot that I usually, if you fail pretty early, which you did last time, I have to give you the last question. You're like, well, what's the last question? I'm like, okay, finally, I'll give you the last question. But there was still 4 questions I didn't get to ask. So I included those in this this and I kept them right around difficulty level where they were, and I added some new questions, obviously. So can't wait to get in that with everybody. But we're gonna take a quick little break, guys. They call us the Breeze. That's Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra live from the Tiger Cage. Wow. Huge show tonight, so don't go anywhere, guys. What do you say?
See you in a minute.
See you in a few minutes. Please hang on.
Yeah, we'll see you. Bye bye.
Or one of those.
Snorlax across the pavers. All I hear are the noisy. Hey guys, welcome back. It's they call us the
Neighbors?
Breeze. That's Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra live from the Tiger Cage. Every Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on YouTube. So make sure if you're just out there listening to the podcast, make sure you check us out on YouTube because you get a little extra footage, get a little extra this, get a little extra that, a little extra talk. We literally just rambled on for about 5 minutes before
That's
we even
right.
started.
And for every 1,000 of you guys out there listening,
Like, it's
you got
fun.
10,000 that aren't.
We actually we have a bad
So we
bad
need
habit
to do
here.
a pyramid thing.
We have a bad habit here on the Breeze of our off show talk is actually just
Way
so much better than our
Than
actual
what we're
podcast.
actually giving you
So if
guys.
you catch us before the podcast, like before we actually roll, we're usually talking about some pretty good stuff, and then we're like, all right, time to get back. It's a bad habit we have of just like thinking about things on the spot.
Diarrhea of the
and-
mouth.
Yep, diarrhea of the mouth. And usually before the show as well, we do the same thing. But that's not to say that we don't have a good
Quality
shows.
show.
I mean, it's really a good
But
show. I hope you guys
Thursday
like this
nights
show.
live on YouTube's when you really want to watch.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
exactly.
absolutely.
Yeah. And then
Don't-
if you're not watching it, make sure you are subscribing to that the Tiger Cage Media YouTube page. All you have to do is hit subscribe, and then anytime us or Is This Football, our sister podcast, which comes on every Tuesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can also catch that. I know you guys are tired of hearing me say it, but I'm not going to ever stop saying it. So,
Dan the Man, Dan the Man's doing it.
I would tell you,
I was
dude,
belly
this
over laughing.
last
I was
episode was
laughing my-
fucking great.
I laughed
They
my
just
clip.
got back from New Orleans, so they had their New Orleans stories, and we went for 2 whole segments talking about their hijinks from New Orleans, and it is
I can only imagine.
It's
Who,
not
just
to be
2 of them?
missed. So yeah, make sure you check in, especially episode 17, the latest episode of Is This Football? Question mark.
Is it?
Yeah. So guys, thank you so much, and
I'm
make
sure
sure
it
you're going to
was,
Facebook and liking the pages, both the pages.
I'm
So.
sure it was not as tame as when me and Ray and Debbie
Oh
and
God,
Teresa went.
no! These boys had their fair share of fun, and I was on the cusp of going, and I ended up having the staycation, which benefited a lot.
A lot of throw up.
Yeah,
But you guys have to tune in to
That-
hear the
that's a-
juicy details.
Tune in
If
to
you've
hear
never
that,
been
yeah.
there, you got to go there at least once. Just like Vegas,
Yeah.
If you've never been to Vegas, you got to go to Vegas just to see the lights.
Yeah, dude, it's fun being down there, man. I mean, you can literally just ping pong back. I mean, when me and Adam went there, we were literally just walking down Bourbon Street, and every time I heard a different cover band playing a song that like I knew,
Are you guys at night?
it was at night on like a Tuesday or Wednesday. It wasn't even a weeknight or a weekend night. And we just ping ponged back and forth between bars. And then I heard this bar was doing maybe a random Jimmy Eat World song.
Random.
And I was just like, holy shit, I got to run in there. So Adam just like followed me while I pinballed, not ping pong, but pinballed back and forth between these bars. And yeah, man, good time.
On the show, and we're blending right now, but they
Crossover?
talked about
Crossover, yeah.
doing a little crossover. The celebrities' homes, I completely forgot that you have so many
Oh
celebrities.
yeah, they
that
did.
Have
They
just
did
homes
see some celebrity
in-
houses.
in
New
New
Orleans.
Orleans?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know
the
anything
old
about that.
manors. I know Jamie Foxx has a house there. It's just they
they're-
have a little.
I was
stomping ground,
I
you
was
know?
informed, and I learned something that day.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
we went down there early morning and left by 2:00. We did lunch on the river at that Po' Boys.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
place.
you got to have yourself a po' boy.
We
if
never,
you're in
yeah,
there.
we didn't stay at late at night. Thank God, because there was a shooting that night or something.
Oh, okay. Well, that gets a little bit more involved. Well, guys,
And very topical.
it is segment 2 of They Call Us the Breeze, and that can only mean one thing. Ryan is currently up 7
I'm gonna
points.
defend my championship.
Dad is at 114. Ryan
I'm
is
gonna
at
bite your ear off.
121. But you know what? A simple double bubble or a few could definitely change the outcome of this
Absolutely.
game.
That's
So,
right.
guys, what do you say?
I
Let's
can
get
take
into
him
it. Let's
down,
do
man.
it.
I can take him down.
Happy fucking birthday.
Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for you here.
Oh yeah, guys. Okay, celebrity birthdays. They call us the Breeze Edition every Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live from the Tiger Cage. Guys, like I said, Ryan is up 7 points, but Dad could
Getting my
easily change that
inspiration
around.
from number
Yeah.
12 there.
All right, yeah, man. Just pray to your God. I want you to pray to your God. All right, here we go. Ryan, avert your eyes. First birthday we have for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Often referred to as the witchy woman. She slept with every man in the
Is
band.
that okay?
And they put out a hell of a bunch of good records. Tusk, Rumors, you name it. I mean,
So that's Fleetwood Mac, right?
Stevie Nicks. A happy birthday, very happy birthday to a very talented. I mean, that woman can sing. And
Who's
she's
going first?
Yeah,
76.
76 is what Dad
Well, you know, I think about in the 80s, they had to have been way older than us, and we were in our 20s, right? And they had to have been in their at least 10 or 15 years older than us, I would
All
think.
right, you're
Fleetwood
going
Mac.
76. I like
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna go 74.
said. He's going to go 74. Double bubble for Ryan right off the bat. Stevie Nicks is 74 today.
Well, see, we're right.
Well,
Hey.
here he goes again. He got the double bubble. Now who am I to put him down? It's all in love
When you lose by so
We could just sit here and
many
yeah,
points.
yeah. You've seen me out there in the Breeze universe, the Breezeverse. You've seen me out there
Breezeverse?
recently
Yeah.
wearing my Stevie Nicks T-shirt. If you're confused as to who that is on my T-shirt that I've been wearing recently, yeah, that's Stevie Nicks.
Well,
Fucking
we're in the neighborhood. I mean, you cheated. You
Tusk in its entirety, the way Lindsey Buckingham intended it.
He would have said
Maybe
75
give a
if he
song
would've
off
said
Ruby.
You're having a
74.
nightmare. All right,
So you go
Ryan,
first
avert
this
your
time.
eyes. Avert your eyes, Ryan. We're going for the next birthday. Here we go. Next birthday up, we American Woman, the remake. Get away from me.
Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz. Mr. Lenny Kravitz.
They came out in the 60s for sure.
Well,
right?
no, Lenny Kravitz redid American Woman,
Oh.
and it was on the Austin Powers soundtrack, but he did it in the late 90s.
Oh, you're not talking about the originals.
Yeah, you know Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz is the black dude with dreads.
And
He was on soap
American
operas,
Woman.
and then he had a musical career, and he's been having a musical career. But he started on soap operas. I think he was married to.
His parents were famous. I
He was
think,
married
is how he
to
got in
the
system.
chick from the Cosby Show. The really
And
attractive one.
and he dated Courtney.
He's a
I'm
black
sure he
guy.
did. But yeah,
What are
black
faces?
dude, dreads.
I'm glad he's going first.
Lenny Kravitz. Ryan goes first on this one. What do you think, bud?
55.
Ryan's going to say
56.
55. Oh, Dad is just going to get it because he is 58 years old today. Happy birthday, Lenny.
He's getting up there.
The dude can kind of rock.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
I mean,
I
he's
mean-
kind of pop for me. Like, he's a little, he's kind of
Little
pop.
trust fund baby for me. He's a little trust fund baby. And I mean,
What was the name of the girl that he fucking dated that was in, she was in High
Scream.
Fidelity, and
Oh.
she's in the new, Lisa Bonet. Yes, that was it, Lisa Bonet, and she is just
A
gorgeous.
French lady.
So, no, not French, but just.
Bonet?
All right, well, Ryan, avert your eyes once again. Here we go. The next birthday we have for you guys tonight. I don't even know how to introduce him. Country, Southern rock legend, the junior of a famous father, and there is now a third that does
Hank Jr.?
Yep, we have Hank Williams Jr. It is his birthday.
you're going first? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hank Williams Jr. Happy birthday to you, my friend.
Happy birthday, Hank.
68.
Dad's gonna go 68.
I'm going to go 1 point lower, and I'm going to go 64.
4 points lower at 64. Dad's gonna get it. He's actually 73, guys.
Oh, Lord.
He's
I
actually
thought maybe,
73.
but I thought that was
No,
high.
but yeah,
Hank.
you gave yourself a healthy buffer,
Well, I know.
especially.
How's he,
His
look,
heyday
how's he
was
looking
in,
these days?
his heyday
He's
was in
looking
the
pretty good.
80s.
Hank's
Like he
looking
fell
good.
off a cliff.
Oh, did he do Monday Night Football, right?
He
Yeah,
did.
that was the
Okay.
whole thing with the And actually, when Benson was here, Benson explained what happened with him on our show.
Oh,
with the
that's
whole,
right.
Remember, he was there. I was like, whatever happened with that whole deal? And
You know
Benson
why
was
he
here.
wears the sunglasses, right?
Either episode 8 or episode 18. You'll have to go back to.
He wears those sunglasses because he fell off of a cliff when he was hiking and fell down a cliff to a ravine and busted his face up so bad
Really?
That's why he grew that full beard and wears the sunglasses so you can't see all the scars. That was in the 80s. And that's why I knew in the 80s is when he had, and that's when that happened.
You never know what Dad's going to pull out.
I know.
Fucking,
Get ready.
And so I knew in the 80s, I mean, that's when he had most of it, and I've got his albums. That's when he had most of his heydays.
Yeah.
So I knew he had to be 30 years old in the 80s.
Wow,
And-
I didn't know you knew about all. I didn't know about all the.
And that's why he keeps that full beard
And he does.
and his sunglasses because he has he's lucky he lived through it.
Wow.
I mean,
Well,
he
we got
bounced
the
off of
Tampa
rocks.
Bay Buccaneers and
So
the
here's
Philadelphia
this
Eagles
thing.
tonight.
I've told you guys about where me and Gary and Joel and Mike and Bill went to that concert in Legend Valley in Columbus, Ohio.
With the rowdies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it was.
Well, let's get into that after birthdays. Let's finish up birthdays. Actually, I want to get into this
I
story
wanna
because
touch
I've
into
heard a
this
little
too.
bit. So let's not forget about that. Okay, we have 2 birthdays left tonight. Okay,
Avert your eyes.
All right, avert your eyes, you pervert. Ryan is up next. Ryan, actually, it's funny because I have recently been.
Is it Tony Hawk again?
No, I have recently been watching. Now that I have Paramount Plus, I started watching the COVID episode, the after COVID, and as the adults COVID. It's a very fucking happy birthday. I mean, extremely happy birthday
Trey
to
Parker.
one of 2 guys that created one of the most iconic fucking cartoons on Comedy Central and for adults and for kids and just everything, merchandise, everything. Not Trey Parker, but his very, very best friend,
Stone.
Matt Stone. Happy birthday to you, man.
Happy birthday, Matt Stone.
He did what he did.
South
They're,
Park.
they're one of the 2 guys that created South Park, and it's
South
Matt
Park.
Stone's birthday today, and a happy birthday to you. And for those of you watching on YouTube, it's impossible to find a picture of the 2 of them separated, so it is a picture of both of them. He is the guy on the left-hand side.
with the fro.
Yeah, well,
he has the curly hair.
Not as
or if he has short hair, he has glasses.
he has a shaved head nowadays and a beard, and that's what he looks like nowadays. So if you're looking out there on YouTube, he is the guy on the left-hand side of your screen. He is Matt Stone, and a very fucking
What
happy
cartoon?
birthday. South Park.
South Park.
So that debuted basically in '96.
Oh, was it really that late?
I think it was about
Somewhere around
96.
It's been
95, 96, something like that. Yeah. And
they
yeah,
just
and
booked a
it's
deal.
Ryan's turn.
They
It's
booked
Ryan's
a deal
turn.
with him like 2 years
Ryan,
ago
it's
for
your
like
fucking
$300
turn,
million
dude.
bucks, dude.
Yeah.
They still keep getting paid.
Ryan, it's your fucking turn.
Matt Stone is probably 55 years old.
I'd say 57.
Ryan is actually going to get it. He is only 51. But
Really?
Matt Stone is 51 today. Happy birthday, Matt, man.
Well,
You're
I was gonna
Happy
say-
birthday, Matt.
I was gonna
Happy
say
birthday,
about
Matt.
60 or so.
You have done so much for my generation's sense of comedy.
pretty freaking
And
obvious,
yeah,
right?
I mean, it was like fucking pretty. I wasn't
Pretty
like
fucking
queer
weird,
nothing.
huh?
I wasn't like
They
queer
literally,
nothing.
dude, they have done what we always want to do. You take
Yeah.
reality
Take an idea,
and
yeah.
you live in a different reality and
Make it
you
into a cartoon show. Yeah.
your
I
life
wasn't like
off
a
of it.
queer or nothing, but I think Depeche Mode is a sweet band.
I mean, the Simpsons
Weed ass.
and those guys.
All right,
and
Ryan, avert your eyes.
that
Last
stuff.
birthday. Here we go.
I don't want to talk about.
Oh, I know who he is. He's been around for a long time.
Everything.
He was
That's
around
the
in the
best
80s.
one I can do. Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah, he was probably in his
Bobcat
20s in the early 80s.
Goldthwait.
64.
You're gonna say 64.
Yeah, 68.
Dad is gonna get it because he is 60 today. Happy birthday,
Oh,
Bobcat.
man.
Bobcat, dude.
I mean,
Underrated. The dude has just been in everything, and he is so fucking funny.
And he is, and he has a, he
Well,
has
he
a
doesn't talk
disability,
like, No, he doesn't talk like that. I mean, that's not like how he talks. When
What do
he
you
talks
think-
like he's a little more normal. And he just talks.
What do you
kinda
think
like
his
that.
But he
rate
still
is?
he does have a disability.
I don't know that he does. I
think
think
that's
no.
all
I mean, it's all part of his.
I think that's his stick.
Oh, you think?
no,
think
because
that-
I've heard
yeah.
him talk like regularly on interviews, and he's just totally normal.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
I think that's
Yeah.
just like
Like,
it-
so
like
that's-
Pee Wee Herman. Pee Wee Herman. If you listen to Pee Wee,
Well,
he doesn't
that's
talk like
totally
that.
different.
But yeah,
No,
He
Bob,
talks like he has a disability.
Bobcat, yeah, like he's got like a fucking severe speech impediment that's like almost like a
like
True.
Tourette's
Asperger's
something.
or
Yes.
Tourette's or something like that, and he's just like yelling shit out, and yeah, but yeah, Bobcat Goldthwait, yeah. Well, that was birthdays, guys. Great job, great job.
I did my best.
Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for you here.
So I mentioned, when I was going out for the. Did you see how I did that just now?
I know.
Like I was
that
David,
was like
David
you
Letterman.
threw it. Yeah, you threw it.
Like you're dealing
Hey,
cards.
check it out on YouTube right now. I got the card, right? The birthday's card. Just, meh.
Read the
So we're
cue
going back
cards.
to Hank
Hey,
Jr.
you got any gum?
So going back to Hank Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, going back to Hank Jr. Yes, exactly.
So we went to Legend Valley, the five of us.
All right, repeat who the five of us were.
Me and Gary, Joel, Mike, and
Now
Bill.
Gary was a mom's sister's husband,
Yeah.
and then
Joel was mom's
mom's
sister
sister's husband, and
Bill
Uncle
and
Bill,
Mike,
mom's
her brothers.
her brothers. Yeah, a couple
we
of the
go to
brothers, a
Columbus,
couple of the
Ohio.
Jesus
There's
Christ.
an outdoor arena that's shaped like a horseshoe that this guy had a farm, and he had a big stage.
That's
that
how
he
shit
built
used to happen back then, like
Yeah.
Woodstock and
You have
everything
a
like
farm?
that.
every year.
You want to go to the farm?
And it's a biker-filled outdoor concert every year.
Rowdy.
So here's the lineup.
I got five
First
rowdy.
was Nitty Gritty Dirt Band.
Yeah.
Then,
Chris Christopherson.
That's interesting.
No.
No.
Waylon Jennings,
Yeah.
Okay. What?
Willie Nelson, and Hank Jr. So Nitty Gritty Dirt Band does their thing, and then Willie does his thing.
First
Willie
off,
does his
if
thing.
you're
Then-
at a concert and the fucking opening band is called Nitty
Nitty
Gritty
Gritty Dirt
fucking
Band.
Dirt Band,
Dirt.
that you know shit's about to get fucking nitty
So
gritty.
Hank Jr. is in his heyday. That's when he's coming out with all his albums.
Yep.
So what's he do? There's buses. You can see back behind that stage where Willie's bus and Waylon's bus, and I guess Nitty Gritty Dirt Band probably had a bus, but Waylon
Probably
Willie
more
had
like
a
they
bus.
sound like they had like a
Hank
school
Williams
bus or
Jr.
a trailer.
comes flying in a helicopter and lands in
Come
a
on,
Oh, you
Monday
ready for some
night.
football?
Come on,
and gets
Monday
off
night.
a helicopter. He's last, and it's
With
like, are you
Woody
kidding me?
Harrelson. No.
He gets on the stage last. Then they all get up there together at the very end. But he comes flying in on a damn helicopter.
That must have been a badass show of shows.
Yeah, the Ohio State Ohio
Marching
State
band?
troopers were busy all day long.
Were they dumping water on you guys?
No.
Doing like water drops?
No. But I mean, it rained, so it was slop. No, I mean they were stationed all the way around the perimeter of that like horseshoe thing. I mean, I have never seen.
We got Mike Braychuk out here. We got
I've
three
never
Tomacheks.
seen so
We got
many
three-
Harley Davidson motorcycles. There was a field the size of that block.
We got
From
three. We
Kevin's
got
house
No
down
way.
to the end of that street, over to 22nd Avenue, a field of nothing but Harleys lined up one after another. We went down the night before and spent the night across the street in a campground, and they had a big old flatbed trailer, like semi-truck trailer,
Right.
And they
Yeah.
had local bands playing that night. It was wild.
Yeah.
It was wild.
No, dude. I
was
wish
the
I could
wildest
have. I
thing
wish
I've ever
honestly,
seen.
I
like
know. I wish I had a
we
time
go to like
that.
fucking Warp Tour right now, and there's like a couple emo punk bands playing, and we
Yeah,
can
it's
get
just
some.
not the
We can get some
same kind of-
Powerades, and we can get some Gatorades, and,
And
we can
then we generally get hot.
maybe
and
buy
we
some
just
snacks, and we get hot, and then we
wanna
just kind of go home, and
because
like,
there's no good.
It
we're,
was
we're
unlike-
pussies compared to this outlaw.
Do you think?
fucking
it
punk,
was
do you think
unlike-
Hank Jr.'s wanted to be
Well,
like?
you
hey,
said
can
you
I
were at.
fly
You said
in?
you were at that one concert that had Willie, Chris Christopherson, and it was brutal, and people were like beating people
Well,
up.
that Chris Christopherson was that was the same one.
Oh, okay.
In
Oh, but
between
you
acts,
told me that like
No.
it
In
got
bet-
rowdy on that hill.
it did. Oh,
should
there
get
were
your story
fights.
straight.
There were fights. We had to pick up our core
And
and
you
move
said
and let
like
them
there was
slide
some
down.
naked women and shit going
No,
on,
we
and
had to
everybody
pick
was
up
just
our
like,
core.
Yeah. No, in between sets.
don't be shy. You didn't do
In
any of
between-
it. You didn't do
no.
this stuff.
Well,
Did
none of us
you-
did.
did
We
you-
were okay. So there's like this big horseshoe or whatever, and then about I'd say a third of the way up from the horseshoe or halfway up, there was a road, like a service road, kind of.
And then there was grass
muddy.
behind it. Yeah.
There was grass down there.
Yeah.
There was grass.
Kind of
where we're
like
at.
the amphitheater nowadays. There's
yeah,
like the grass
But
area
there was a
way
cutout
out.
spot, but it was way bigger. It was like five
The
times
lawn.
that size.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
And
A farm. I mean, obviously, it's
it
a
was
fucking farm.
And there were highway patrol all the way around the perimeter. There were so many
Jesus
fights.
Christ,
I've never
man.
seen so many fights in my life.
Oh, bikers, just fucking Hell's
I
Angels
mean,
out there, I'm
you'd
sure.
Look up
and-
there up the hill, and it'd be like a guy giving some guy some lip or whatever, and then boom. And it
Did
just
you buy a
slices-
T-shirt
I
for
They
the
probably
event?
didn't even-
Was there a No?
No, I didn't buy no T-shirt. We just watch the show and get the hell out of there.
Yeah. That
was
sounds like
crazy,
dangerous
man.
times. God, I can't even imagine a fucking concert.
And
that
and
crazy.
here's what makes it so rough. You know, the night before we get there, and so we stop off at a KFC somewhere on the way to Columbus.
Everybody's
we buy
stoned. Everybody's
bunch of-
stoned. Everybody's stoned.
and more before we go to bed, you know. And
Get
so
a
we buy
fucking
all this
12-piece.
chicken, you know.
Get a
and
bucket.
So,
Get a bucket,
So
dude.
Gary and Bill were sleeping in the damn station wagon. We borrowed Teresa's mom's station wagon.
Perfect. The
And it's
Vista
got a
Cruiser.
rack on the top.
Vista Cruiser.
And we get one of those tarps, you know, like we have out back when we play darts.
Right, yeah.
We tie it up onto the thing and make two poles and tie it out. And me and Mike and Joel are sleeping
And then pop the
under it.
hood. Pop the back.
No,
Pop the back.
on sleeping bags, you know, on air mattresses,
Yeah.
you know. So Mike's air mattress is losing air all night long, and it's like I don't even know what time we went to bed. We met up with this couple next door that, hey, you guys want to come over and smoke some or whatever? It's like, sure. And where were you guys doing after this? Oh, we're going to Indianapolis 500. We're going to park the camper in the. We just travel.
We
from,
have plans. We
have
have a plan.
We're going
We
to
have
Indy
places
500
we need to
after
get
here.
to.
Come on in, you know. So we go. All five of us go in their camper, you know. We're smoking joints. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it's like,
Fuck it.
and then we go to bed.
I got
that
the
night.
bucket. Who
I-
has
we go to bed.
mashed potatoes?
You know, go to bed later that morning. You know, and about 4 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning, Mike's air mattress is leaking. So me and Joel's asleep, and it's like
Deflate gate.
Every time he rolls
Mike's
over.
trying to blow his air mattress back up. You know, it's one of those cheap ass.
Where you got to
narrow
bite
ones.
into it just to blow it up.
Yeah, and then you got to put that plug back in it.
Yeah, you have to work it a certain
Oh,
way.
my God.
Nowadays,
And-
we have the electronic ones that you can just
I'll never
flip it in.
forget that as long as I live. That was the most fun. You know, when we were safe though, we were safe. We stayed away from people. You know, I mean, there were
Yeah,
fights all around,
yeah.
but you just pick up your cooler, move
Yep.
over about that far,
Yep.
let them slide on by
Yeah.
because it rained.
Yeah,
It
and they
rained
were
like
all
a
slipping
ton.
down like kind of a
Absolutely.
hill.
Yeah,
Kind of a
the
hill,
big guys
yeah.
went right
Yeah.
in the face, and it's
Yeah,
like,
thank you so much for that fucking story, man. That was
that's
actually
crazy,
pretty.
man.
That's pretty great.
That's crazy.
I-
That's
I-
the craziest thing.
My face hurts a little bit from smiling over that one.
I will
guys-
never go back there again, ever.
Guys, he is obviously sharp right now, and that's going to help out in the next segment when we get into the Mike wants to be a Bre'llionaire, guys.
I
So
do.
they call us the Breeze. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Ryan, what do you say?
Grab a beer.
Stories,
strap
good
in.
stories.
Yeah, I'm interested. It's the stories. It's interesting.
Hey, stories is what make life go forward. You
That's
know?
right, my friend.
You're only going to live so long. You
Stories are
gotta-
the only reason you're still on this podcast, my bud. All right, guys. Good night, or not good night yet.
Good
Don't-
night.
We'll be
What are
right
you
back.
talking about?
Sorry. Bye.
Let's get drunk. Yeah. Now we're talking. All right.
Oi there, bud.
I'm picking my pen.
Yeah. Well, hey, the fuck out there in Radio Land. Hey, guys, how are you? You guys doing okay?
Are you doing all right?
I'm doing fine.
You don't look like you're sitting normally. Your legs are kind of crisscross applesauce, and you're kind of up on your
Open 'em
hinds.
up.
I know we're very
'Cause the
interesting
breeze are
tonight.
coming.
I know we've been very interesting tonight, but just make sure that you, as a listener, I know you're literally up on your hinds right now.
That's
and
right.
you
Get
are-
your hand off your chin.
Relax a little bit because it's gonna be bad for your back later on if
Yes.
you're don't. Okay, so the proper way to listen to the Breeze, you want to
Yes.
sit.
Get your
in-
hand off your chin.
Okay, you want to sit flat. Okay, get your
Lean
feet
forward.
flat on the floor.
Lean forward.
Get your feet nice and flat, right? Nice and flat. Okay.
Kind of meditation.
Arch your back a little bit. Okay. Put your hands by your side. Okay. And just
Stretch it out.
breathe a little bit. Don't sit there in crisscross applesauce formation, leaning over, lurching over your phone like a fucking troglodyte. Come on, we taught you guys
We're
so much
working
better than
those
this.
muscles, and we have to.
No,
just
you need to be
breathe,
on your feet.
baby.
In my opinion, you need to be on your feet with all your friends. You should have a group of people watching the show
Absolutely.
and be on your feet and be like, yeah.
Mike,
And for you-
Mike, I love you. You tell this guy he's doing really good on the break, and he just keeps coming in. He's
keeps
fucking
coming in
awesome.
hot.
Kicking ass.
Can I say
You know,
something?
Just like Chris Rice.
What would you like to say, Ryan?
For all you on the 101, if you can't stretch, I don't know.
Well, just
Use a
I
calm
mean, on
app.
the 101.
Use a little app.
Honestly,
use a little mind stretch.
No, because on
eh?
the 101, honestly, you can get out of your car right now for about 5 minutes and get out and do a
True.
little stretch.
True.
then
And you're
get
gonna
right
nail
back
that
in, and
audition. You're gonna nail
Yeah,
that
yeah.
audition.
Nobody's
You
looking.
guys are
Nobody's
gonna,
looking
you're
for
gonna
anybody.
get that pilot. You're
Kind of
gonna
like
get
Bob's
that pilot.
kind of like Bob's fixing to step out of that van.
After you wait for 2 hours in line, you're gonna get that pilot.
You're
I
gonna get
promise
that
you.
pilot episode. I
Yep.
know you're gonna
Yep.
get it.
We believe in you.
We believe in you.
God,
and
where,
that's
where the
why
fuck
you
are we
believe
right
in
now?
us.
So we're giving advice to people that are in
California.
We're giving
California,
advice to people
Is the
that are.
101 the one
No,
up and
the
down?
The 101's the busiest highway in
Well,
California.
isn't it 5 in Highway 5? The
or
big,
LA.
I don't know, but we're literally giving advice to people that are stuck in the 101 in case they're going to a movie or television show audition,
yes.
and we're trying to tell them that it's
Yeah.
going to be okay and
It's
that they're
gonna-
going to
you're gonna
land
get it.
Where the how far the mighty have fallen?
We're just
Ryan.
motivational speakers.
All right. Well, speaking of motivational speakers,
well, I want to
Dad,
make some money.
Dad, you've just been doing really good, and I think it's time to be rewarded for how great you've been doing tonight.
You're going to
ladies
pay
and
us?
gentlemen,
You're
I
going to
think
finally pay us?
no.
Well,
You owe me and Chuck and Joe all
not
money.
yet. Not yet.
I think if we ask the audience, they probably would be pretty consensual in saying that Dad did a really great job tonight, right? I would say I think he did a very great job, right?
exceptional.
Audience,
Exceptional.
you would say, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good. Pretty good.
And I think there's only one way
And
to
I
reward
think-
that.
and I
I
think-
think it's time. It's about time to get into
And
our
I think
favorite thing.
to avoid any lawsuits,
Dad, it's time to play Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire. Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's go,
it is
let's
Mike
go.
Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire. Every third episode. And we love that Mike wants to be a Bre'llionaire. And he is so creative.
I am creative.
Well, guys, it is. It can only mean one thing. It is time for Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire. That is correct. That is correct, Mike.
After
And,
this segment, I'll tell you how creative
like I
am.
said, it's 10 questions. Okay.
Okay.
Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire. It's 10 questions.
Go from hardest to
Kind of like your
easiest.
favorite syndicated television show that was based on a game show that sounds kind of familiar to this. Just imagine that.
Yes.
And then take it into our realm because it's Dad's turn.
Could you
And,
sound a little more like what's his name from New York?
I don't know who you're talking about.
I don't. We have no idea who you're talking about, Mike. But we're gonna keep doing the show anyway.
The guy did the show. He did Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and he did the show with Kelly Ripka.
Torn meniscus, I believe, is what his name was.
Or Steven Seagal.
Steven
come on.
Seagal.
You guys,
Steven Seagal.
you guys know his name.
All right. Well, Mike, there's only one way to get to it, buddy. So, are you ready? Do you think you're going to be a Bre'llionaire tonight?
I'm gonna do my best.
All right. He's going to do his best, ladies and gentlemen, out there in YouTube land. Make sure you're watching because you get the full
And I get
aspect
two,
of where he's at.
lifelines.
He gets 2 lifelines. Thank you for reminding me, Mike. He gets 2 lifelines, okay? He gets a 50-50 where I will eliminate half of the answers, and he gets 2 answers to choose from. And then also he will get Ryan as a lifeline.
That's
so
true.
He can pick
That's
Ryan
also
at any
true.
point.
Where's Joel?
It's been a couple
4.
times. It's been a couple times since we've done this that he has actually won the million. So he's about due, I think, and we're gonna get it going, man. It's very exciting for me.
I
Mike,
cannot
what do you
wait.
say? You ready?
I'm ready.
All
Yeah,
right, let's
hit
do it, buddy. Okay, first one. Here we go. Which of the following is not a primary color? Yellow, red, green, or blue? Which of the following is not a primary color? Yellow, red, green, or blue?
Well,
Primary colors, Mike.
I know. In the ink world, we wouldn't even call them by that name. Yellow would be yellow. Red would be magenta. Blue would be.
Well,
so
we're
I'll
not
say-
talking about fucking
I'll
ink
say
on
green.
printers.
I'll say green.
You're going to say green?
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be correct, ladies and gentlemen. Mike gets the first one. It is green.
Well, in
ladies and-
printing,
Blue
when
and
you
yellow make green.
When you're talking about
I'm
ink,
not talking about printer colors, man. I'm talking about primary colors.
I know, and that's the primary
Red,
colors
yellow,
for
blue.
ink. Because
Yeah, blue and yellow make green.
Yep. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. That's how. What do
Absolutely.
they call those?
Secondary colors.
Secondary colors, and they are green, which is blue and yellow.
Uh,
Purple, which is red and or no.
yellow is yellow.
Orange,
Red-
purple, and blue is
red is
purple.
orange.
Red and blue is purple.
Red
and then
is
Red and
magenta.
yellow is orange.
Red is magenta.
orange,
and blue
purple,
is cyan.
orange, purple, and green are fucking.
That's Greg
secondary colors.
Swafford.
All right. Okay. All right, Dad. Next question we have up for you. You ready?
Yellow,
Let's go.
magenta, and cyan.
In baseball, which position plays between second and third base? Is it A? Now here are all the answers, Mike. Is it A, short stack?
Are you shifting the infield?
Yeah.
Is it A,
Who's the shift
short
on?
stack? Is it B, catcher? Is it C, shortstop? Or is it D, short fuse? If you know it, say it.
Well, the shortstop's position between the two.
Mike, you're going to get it. Shortstop is correct, buddy. Oh, I'm so proud of you, bud. All right, you're up to 200,000. You want to take it home? Or you
But
want
see,
to?
if they shifted
why-
the infield, the second
You
baseman
might want to
would-
take the 200,000 home because it's been
Do you
several
wanna take it?
episodes
No,
since you've taken any money home.
I want to be a
Okay.
billionaire.
All right. He wants to be a Bre'llionaire, guys. He wants to be a Bre'llionaire.
Are you tipping your hotel? Mm-hmm. Okay.
$100 in, $100 out every night.
All right, next
Love it.
question we have for you, Mike.
That's why I get those little tiny doves folded up on my pillow
Which-
with a little chocolate.
Mike, which is the largest planet in our solar system out of the four? Which is the largest planet in our solar system? Is it Uranus or
Uranus?
Uranus? Is it Jupiter? Is it Earth? Or is it Venus? Sorry, I got those backwards. Venus, Jupiter, Earth, or Uranus? Who is the biggest planet out of all four of those? Venus, Jupiter, Earth, and Uranus.
Shit, I have no idea.
Biggest planet.
Do you have any idea before I call on you?
Ryan, he thinks he might be coming to you early.
Do you know for sure? If I call on you, do you know for
I
sure?
feel like the question in and of itself has to be Earth. I mean, we all live on it. It's big enough. Yeah, I'm gonna
That's-
say Earth. I'm absolutely gonna say Earth.
All right, I'll go with you.
I'm absolutely
I
gonna
think
say
you're
Jupiter.
wrong, but-
I think Jupiter.
No,
I think it's
he was being
probably-
facetious. Are you going to pick Ryan? Is that what you're doing?
Okay, no, I'm going to go with that where you eliminate two of them.
I don't think we should do that. I don't think so.
Let's
I think
go.
I think we should
maybe
just
go
go.
Jupiter.
Yeah, I mean you. Ryan said, "All right, we're picking Ryan."
I'm
for-
doing it. I'm
Okay,
executive
I'm going with
decision,
Ryan. I'm
and
gonna
I'm
go
going to
with
do it
Ryan.
right
All right,
now.
we're using a lifeline. We're doing Ryan.
Judges.
Ryan says Jupiter. Do we have it?
The jury.
Yes, we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Jupiter is the. All right, so Mike already burned one lifeline.
Uranus.
Can I do my opening statement?
When you're not hold your defense until
All right. Well. All right. Okay. Next
Until
question.
you're questioned
We've
why you
already
got
we've already
prosecuted.
used Ryan as a lifeline. You only have one lifeline left. That is a 50-50. All right. Next question we have for you, Mike. Here we go.
Ooh.
Who is credited for inventing the telephone? Was
well,
it?
I know who's credited, but I knew who
Was it-
who was really
Do you want to listen to the answers?
I can tell you.
You're going to
A-
get kicked off the show.
A. Benjamin Franklin. B. Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
C. Nikola Tesla. Or D. Alexander Graham Bell.
Well, I can tell you who.
Helped out.
Well, I can tell you who's
Who lended a
responsible
hand.
for it, but I can tell you who gets
Out of
you
the
said
four. Out of the four.
who was responsible, who was credited is Alexander Graham Bell, but Tesla.
That is correct.
Tesla's the one that.
Invented electricity.
No, Tesla was the electricity
It was
guy.
DC
it was.
versus
okay,
AC.
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he worked with Elon Musk.
All right. Well,
That's
either
right.
way, you got the fucking question on your own with no lifelines,
No,
man.
he
Very
worked
proud
with
of you.
fucking,
All right. Next one we got
Yeah,
for you, Mike.
Edison.
Moving
Edison.
right along.
He was Edison's.
Moving
protege.
right along, buddy. And I think you
You're
got.
right.
I think.
Absolutely
I think
right.
you got this.
That was a
next one.
trick question.
It was not.
Yeah, it was because you threw Tesla in there when he was actually Edison's protege.
But that was about electricity.
Exactly, it was.
All right. Here we go.
What?
What is the chemical compound for carbon dioxide? What is the chemical compound for carbon dioxide?
Or
is it
cabin
H2O?
dioxide.
H2O?
It was oxygen.
CO2? OHIO? Or N2O?
It's CO2.
Dad's going to go CO2. Is he right, ladies
You
and
sure it's
gentlemen?
not OHIO?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, he got
maybe,
it.
No, wait. Oh, I thought you said who was going to win the Big Ten championship. OHIO.
OHIO.
A little inside humor there for you guys. All right, next question for you, man. You ready?
Swinging the camera over to that Ohio State.
Here we go.
light.
Here we go. The questions are harder still, Mike. Which of these gas stations is no longer in business?
Ooh.
Is it Texaco?
They're still in business.
Sunoco?
Sunoco.
Sunoco?
Mm-hmm. Say
Which
it right, man.
obviously means
They're
they're in
still in
business because
business.
Dad knows
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fucking-
they're definitely Sunoco.
Citgo?
That's out of Venezuela, but I don't know if you'll
Or-
find them in the United States.
Amoco.
Amico.
Dad's going to go Amoco. Is he correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Now,
Yeah,
Citco's
you
from
fucking-
Venezuela.
Citgo still goes.
Citco
yeah.
is a Venezuelan. Do you remember when we cut?
Hey, he's an oil man.
Hold on. No, let him finish. Dad,
No, do you
this
remember
is-
when
we're going to learn
when-
something right now.
When Venezuela, and I think this is during Obama or George W. Bush or even Clinton, whatever. Back in one of the three last administrations, I mean, Venezuela is a very poor country. They starved their people, and they were like, "Oh, we're not going to buy." Do you remember when people
I know they rely
were
a lot
on the
on
news
our.
and in the newspaper? I know you guys don't read the newspaper, but
A whole lot now.
they were like, everybody boycott Citgo because of the way, because Venezuela is a communist-run country, and they were like
That was a
starving
big
their people,
import
and
to
they're
us.
absolutely it was.
Yeah, we paid the shit out of them.
Because Citgo stations used to be everywhere, and they still are, not as prevalent as they were. But it was like, we're not going to buy gas from them.
We'll
if
just
they're
cut them
gonna-
off.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, and that like was the major import. That was the major export. For
Well,
them.
shit, you're doing really good right now. So let's keep going, man.
He's
long
on.
as you-
He's on. This guy's
As long
on
as you,
fire.
You are
as long
at-
as you do something that's relative to
Mike, you are at
History
500.
and-
You are at 500,000. You have gotten 5 out of 10 questions correct. Do you want to just take the money and just go, or do you want to keep going?
roll it, baby.
Or
The points
he-
get harder.
He always
Rolling,
says roll it. Let's do it. Here we go.
Rolling down the river. Are we going to roll down the river? Yeah, we're going to roll down the river.
Which of these medications is taken for depression? Is
Beer.
it A? Is it A, Xanax?
Over the counter.
B, Malox?
Nope.
C, Prozac?
Yes.
Or D, Viagra?
Prozac.
Dad's gonna say Prozac? Yeah, he's gonna fucking get it too. Yeah, man. Fuck yeah, dude.
I'd take beer for it.
Well, I mean, yeah, we all have our own vices. Some people like to gamble. Some people like to drink beer. Some people like to smoke weed.
Yeah.
you know? Well,
What
dude,
about going to a nice picnic out in the park and painting?
That works. That reminds me. Did you ever see the story on Fox News where the guy out at the beach, like Treasure Island, whatever, this artist has a bunch of people. You can sign up for it, and you sit there and you
And he paints you?
you paint sunsets or
Oh,
like Treasure
like a
Island
twist with
or
painting
what's
kinda
the
thing?
one bar?
Not
out there?
interested. Not interested.
What's the one
Roll
bar
it.
that starts with a C out
Yeah,
there?
we're gonna
a big
keep
one?
running it. We're gonna keep running it.
But
Here
I
we
told
go.
Mom, I said,
No, I like this, and we're gonna get back into it. Here we go. All right, here we go. We have what I think is 4 questions left. The first of many parks, Disneyland, is located in which city? Is it A, Anaheim?
Oh, Disneyland.
Disneyland. Is it located in Anaheim, Burbank, Los Angeles, or Santa Barbara?
Anaheim.
Fuck, Mike, dude.
He must have had a very quality
You are
breakfast.
blowing-
He must have had
yeah,
a very
dude.
quality breakfast.
Not
at
only
the,
are you doing
Holiday
amazing
Inn.
on the podcast in general, but you are just slaying these fucking questions right now.
Well, you got to read.
They fluff your pillows?
It's like you got to read.
You just got to
You
read.
just got to read.
You got to read the news and stuff.
Okay, all right, let's go.
I read the smart news. Mom
feel-
put it on my iPad or my tablet.
All right, so we should have by my measurements, you should be at 700,000. Do you want to take it, or you want to go take it and go home, or you want to keep going? 700,000.
Rolling.
All right,
rolling
let's
down
go.
The river.
In what year was the very first Super Bowl held? Was it A, 1973?
I know it was Joe Namath with the Jets, but I don't know what year it was.
Was it 73, 71,
Fuck, I don't know.
67, or 64?
61, 64, or
No,
73?
73, 71.
73, 71?
They go down in order. 73, 71, 67, or 64. You still have...
Do I have a 50-50?
You still have a 50-50,
Okay, let's do that because I know Joe Namath was the quarterback of the Jets in the very first Super Bowl. That's when the two leagues merged, and he swore that.
Can I ask you? Do you know what Super Bowl number we were at this year?
This year?
Yeah, like what we just. I mean, if you knew the Super Bowl number, you could probably do some math and try to figure that out. I think.
Do you know what Super Bowl number we're at?
Because I don't care as long as we
We'll
win
do-
another one.
Are you asking for a 50-50 here?
Yeah.
Okay. 50-50. What year was the very first Super Bowl held? Was it 1973 or 1967?
Shit. Let's see. The Bengals came into existence in 72. They were an expansion team.
Jesus.
I'm going to say... What was
73 or 67?
it had to be 73.
Had to be 73, you say?
Has to
Yep.
be.
67.
Motherfucker.
Because, see, I didn't really watch football back then, but... And
It was
the New York Jets
1967.
and Joe Namath that
Damn.
won it, right? Does it say that?
I looked it up. Yes, that was yeah. It was 1967, bud. It was not 73. That was
Dang,
the
man.
highest I gave you, but 67 was the actual correct answer. Oh, Mike, I'm so sorry, man.
That
Hey,
one
that's
hurts.
okay.
That one hurts.
Well,
You were surprised to know what I just said, right?
Dude, I was surprised to know it was
The
67.
Bengals just came
I
in
mean,
72. I mean, they had I forget who the quarterback was before Kenny Anderson or whatever, but
well, he doesn't win
I
the
do
million.
remember.
He doesn't win the million tonight, but you know what? He did a really good job, and I'm super fucking proud of him. And he always kills it. So, yeah,
job,
thank
Dad.
you.
Good
Yeah,
job.
and I
Thank
feed
you.
you and I feed you with a lot of history and information. You don't get old being no fool.
that's right. Thank you guys so much, for tuning in. Okay, yep, here we go. Mike wants to be a Bre'llionaire, did not
That doesn't.
go
You know
over
what?
well.
That's
did
cool.
really well.
I'm really happy with it. Because you don't get paid anyway. The show owes Joel. The show owes Chuck. They still owe me.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to They Call Us the Breeze. We will be back for one more final segment, so make sure you don't go anywhere. Ryan, what do you say, man?
I think we're going to need to get these guys their checks,
Yeah,
or we're going to go
yeah.
under.
Hey, that's what I was getting ready to say. I invented something. You guys were talking about inventing, with Tesla and
Yeah,
I invented a class action suit, which involves me and Joel and Chuck to get our goddamn money.
Okay.
All right.
But
If you want to go to court,
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see you in
we've been
court.
studying some
see you in
film,
court.
So, okay.
We'll see you in court.
I'll shut
All
this
right.
lion cage down.
All right, guys. Well, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Bye. Well, hey guys, welcome back to They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage.
Hey, if everybody was just watching the last segment when we did Who Wants to Be a Billionaire, I have
Dad has a take back
buddy
he
of
wants to
mine,
do.
a buddy of ours that always sets in for me when me and Mom are somewhere, Jacksonville,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Dan
Benson.
and he has Dan Benson. He has his own
sports podcast. Is
Is
this
this football?
Is this football?
Is it?
Yep.
He is going to be so disappointed
That
that,
you
I
did
missed
not
that
know
question.
that it was. In
So
67.
apparently, I'm never
It's
going to be
true.
a guest fill in for him on his show when he's missing.
Well, yeah,
because
you
I got that one wrong.
You probably wouldn't have anyway. So But hey, guys, we're out here. It's episode 45.
We're doing
man.
it.
Yeah, just doing it.
Just doing it.
I don't want to be a negative Nancy, but it has been a little while since I've done it, and I think it's about time I do it. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's run it.
The most diabolical haters this side of the Mississippi.
All right, it is time for haters gonna hate.
Mississippi.
It is time for haters gonna
Unleash the
hate.
beast, baby.
I know it's been a while since I've done some haters, but went to the doctor's office today. Honestly,
You did.
probably one of the most annoying visits I've ever been to the fucking doctor's office in my entire life. First off, I will say that my appointment was at a certain time. It's 12:45. I know for a fact that these people are coming off of lunch. I'm not going to say who the doctor is, whatever, but these people are basically coming off of lunch at 12:45, so they're just kind of getting checked back in. I get that. I walk in, and there's a guy at the counter, and he's literally at the counter for 20 minutes. And I'm just standing behind him waiting to check in. I'm now 5 minutes over my appointment time, just literally standing in the lobby waiting to check in. I'm like, all right, so if I'm already 5 minutes over my appointment time just to check in,
Go off.
how is this going to go? And I sit there. Now, keep in mind, okay.
We go to the same doctor,
Let me-
and he is very
Exhale.
popular.
Let me just chill for a second. Let me exhale. Let me get into why we're going to the doctors in the first place. It's not for a specific doctor's appointment. It's not for them to check on something that I think is wrong with me.
Okay.
It's not anything like, oh, I need to go get some blood work done.
Just an oil
this
change?
This is a simple prescription refill, but because of the medication that I require, they require me to go into the doctors and see them to get that medication. It's not a automatic refillable medication. Okay?
E-visits. We do e-visits?
So I have to go into so I'm waiting here, and then finally they fucking call me in. After I wait 20 minutes just to sign up and do my check-in, then they finally call me. I go in, new office, so they have this new scale.
Oh, I know. It's a flat one.
Electronic scale.
Yep.
So you walk up there, and I'm 162. I'm proud to announce I'm
All right.
162.
It says one at a
Keeping
time,
it
please.
lean. Keeping it lean.
Then I go and they sit me in the office, and they literally disappear for what I believe was probably 20 to 25 minutes. And I literally
day.
was doing show prep. I was just sitting in the fucking room on my phone doing show prep, figuring things out. And I knew, to be quite honest, I knew goddamn well. I knew goddamn well. I didn't do all my show prep last night because I knew waiting around for the doctor all day, I would get about 45 minutes of time to do some show prep, and I was not wrong. I got more than that.
Yeah.
And I sat around, and I'm waiting. So the chick comes in, the first chick comes in, and it's the same thing they do every time. They come in, they take your vitals. They got to get the blood pump on your arm, and they got to do the stethoscope. They got to do the finger thing. They got to do the this, the that. They get your vitals, and then they disappear. And then you got another 10 minutes by yourself in the fucking room, and you're waiting for the next.
When's the last time you've been there?
So the next time they come, and I'm gonna peel back the cloth, the curtain a little bit, if I were. I'm gonna peel back the curtain a little bit. I am here basically to get a refill for what is basically Xanax. It's a knockoff brand of Xanax, and yes, I have anxiety, so yes, I like to have a little bit of Xanax hanging around. So I'm there to get a refill for that. I'm sitting for another 10 minutes waiting on the next batch of doctors or nurses.
The freaking bouncer,
the
bro.
The next batch is a woman who I've never seen before at this doctor's office.
3 foot.
And then a new kid, and she's like, he's a student. Do you mind if he sits in this room for this? And at this point, Ryan, I am going full.
You're like, I just want a prescription.
No, I am
and
going
wanna get
full
the fuck outta here.
Dennis Reynolds at this point. I am not making eye contact with any of them. I'm literally being.
You can't make eye
listen.
contact with the other one because you see way over.
No, listen. This is terrible, and I apologize. Okay, I'm not proud of this, but I am now just pushed over the brink of waiting and being fucking just sitting there forever. That I'm shut down. I am no longer like receptive to any kind human interactions. I'm now like, let's fucking do this and let's get me out of there. So they come in. She comes in. She goes, hey, I have this student. I hope you don't mind. And I go, yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
Nope.
He comes in and they start asking me questions and I'm like literally not even making eye contact with them. I am so irritated.
You were a great study.
You were a great understudy. So irritated at this point. I'm not even making eye contact. I'm just like, yeah, no, yes, please, let's fucking go. I have to get out of here.
We got to make sure that we don't ever explain to that doctor's office.
So she comes up
that we have this podcast.
No, exactly. And she comes up. So she comes up. The lady. She says. We should have ran.
Yeah, you're fucking up our charts right
now.
Right?
Exactly.
Listen. No, let me finish. She goes. we should have ran an EKG on you before we started giving you this medication. And I'm like, an EKG? That deals with your heart and stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, why would you have to do an EKG on me for Xanax, for anxiety medication?
Can you change your last
Let's
name?
rewind. No, let's rewind for a second. Before she asked me that, before I asked why for the anxiety, she goes, we need to do an EKG on you. And I go, okay, why? She goes, well, you're doing a refill on the medication, and it shows that we never actually gave you an EKG up front. And because this medication opens your heart a little bit, like the blood things of your heart, we need to make sure we never gave you an EKG. I apologize. And I go,
so you just opening up the floodline.
I go, no, this isn't necessary. I only use these, Xanax. I only use these about
every day.
5 or 6 times a week, only once a day. It's prescribed to me for twice a day, but I only take one a day and only for 5, maybe 6 days a week. But I didn't get into the Xanax part. I just told her, I was like, I don't understand why. Like, I don't use these very often.
I think I
know.
Listen,
I go, I only do this about 5 or 6 times a week. And she goes, oh, wow, that's impressive.
I think that what they're trying to do is
She
open
goes,
your heart lines.
No,
let
listen,
your blood flow
dude, you're
wherever
you're
it
fucking my
goes.
story up right now.
Okay.
So she goes, oh, wow, that's kind of impressive. They are so incompetent over there. They thought I was talking about a dick pill. They literally thought I was talking about a dick pill. And she was like, so when I said, I was like, she's like, we didn't get an EKG on you before we started you on this medication. I'm like, why would that have anything to do with Xanax? And I'm just sitting there kind of wondering that. And then when I said, she's like, well, how often do you?
Xanax?
She's like, how often do you take it? And I said, about 5-6 times a week. And she goes, oh, wow.
Are you kidding me? You
My
gotta be
dude,
kidding
No,
me.
I promise you. So
Dave,
she stops.
Dave mixed up.
She goes, you're talking about sildenafil. She goes, you're talking about sildenafil, right? And I go, no, I'm talking about the generic version of Xanax. She goes, oh, I was about to say 5 or 6 times a week. Good
I'm
for
like,
you,
hey,
man.
buddy.
And she literally said that to me.
Oh,
And
I
she
bet
had a
they're-
laugh, and he had a laugh.
That's why they're in the back for 30 minutes, because they're like, this dude bones.
This dude bones
He bones so
way
hard.
too much,
6
dude.
times a week.
Are you kidding me?
They
This
thought
is-
they thought I was going in for
like
a
candy.
They thought I was going in for a refill of some dick pills or something. And I was like, no, I need Xanax, and they had no
Yeah.
idea. And they were like,
Make some
oh.
pizza rolls.
They're like,
pop a little
when
dick
you said
pill.
you take it 5 to 6 times a week, I was like, good for you. But
And me and mom were like, no, this is the doctor you guys need to go to. Trust us, he's great.
yeah, they're so organized over there. They're like,
Well, you know what?
and she
and
goes,
they moved.
She goes, oh, okay.
Good
Well,
for
if
you,
you ever
dude.
need, she's like, if you ever come in for dick pills, just make sure we get an EKG first. I'm like, cool. I'll remember that next time.
And I need your phone number if you don't mind jotting
And
it down. as
everybody-
well.
You
I
can
thought
write
it was
that down.
fucking. I thought it was fucking hilarious. Then she's like, they just laughed, and she's like, 5 to 6 times a week. Good for you. Yeah.
I could
Bagel
see.
bites?
I could see him laughing
Dick
about it.
pills.
So
I
then
can't. I could. I would see. I would think he would be somewhat embarrassed that they got it wrong. But
So even better.
he's a cool guy.
So I'm done with the appointment. I'm done with the appointment. They have my Xanax refill available at the counter, and I go to walk up, and she goes, "You owe $37 from the last visit." No, I don't. Well, it says here that you owe. No, I know what happened. I came in and you didn't have my fucking medication, so I came back the next week and I paid in cash. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, well, clear. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the fuck are you guys doing around here,
it's
dude?
crazy because
And
they moved and everything.
I was supposed to come right over here after my doctor's appointment, and I literally had to stay home and slam a beer just to fucking get my mind right, because I was like, how can you be so incompetent and just nobody knows what the fuck is going on
I
at
know.
all?
It was worse before
And then
they
she
moved.
goes, well, we're going to schedule a follow-up in 2 months. I go, I won't need it. And she goes, what do you mean? And she goes, we gave you 2 months worth of pills. I said, if you've been watching, 1 month's worth of pills lasts me about 3 months. Like, I don't take them that regular. Like, if you, I will call you when, and so I'm about done with
you know,
it, dude.
no,
She's
no,
like,
no,
your
no,
other pills. We need to make sure that thing
He's a great
stays,
doctor. He's a great doctor.
No, I know,
but
but
they are
the
so
staff
busy.
is so just.
He has
oh my
gotten so
God.
popular so fast.
Yeah, and we won't.
so
Like we
busy.
said, we won't
Well,
mention.
it's all the
but
people
just,
of
Well,
Jesus
I
Christ.
be quite honest with you. I told Mom, I said, they are so busy down there. You know, they have, you know, And we were like one of his first patients when he opened up his own practice, because he used to work for wherever we told you he worked for.
Oh, they're probably listening. They're probably listening.
Well, I don't know if they are or not.
If
I
not,
don't even know that we have
aliens
a
are.
show, but I was like, this is the man to go to because he really paid attention to Teresa when I went for a totally different thing.
Yeah.
And he was just nonchalantly
I think they've
asking
gotten
me
too
about
many
this and that.
customers now, and they
And
just
that's
lost
what
track
I think.
of the.
He is so busy. That's
Yeah.
why I had to move to
Yeah.
that bigger building because they are
Well,
just
that is
swamped.
my haters gonna hate. I know I haven't done one in a while, but
And,
man,
you
come
know,
on, clean it up, dude.
and
The doctors give me anxiety enough as it is. I don't need to deal with y'all's incompetence on top of my anxiety for being in your
At least
establishment in the
he
first
is-
fucking
he is
place.
At least
gotten-
they're making sure that your tool works.
Well, here's the
I
thing.
think from the very beginning.
Well, here's
Yeah,
the
no.
whole thing. Everybody always tells me he's a great doctor and why I like him. And I'm talking about the people that help you because the last time I was there, I saw him. The last 4 times I was there, I didn't see him.
Yeah.
He didn't even come in.
Oh, yeah.
Because it wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when you're talking about these new girls that he has in there, they go, what's so nice about him? When you
that doesn't sound good.
that he
but-
talks to the patients and he really listens to them and talks to them.
Well,
and
he
spends
does.
Time. He
He
does.
does.
Yeah.
When you get to sit and talk to him.
You're hanging out with a nurse real quick, and she's
That's
just
true.
yeah. I don't know. I don't mean to trash talk guys out there.
No,
I mean
he's the
I'm
best.
just saying that was my haters for the night, and
He's a
it was a
great
very
doctor. Would you guys
frustrating.
go to-
It was a
would you-
very frustrating afternoon because of that, and that's all
very
that's all I wanted to say. Oh God!
Haters
All
gonna
right, well
hate.
that's haters, man. And quick lightning update before we go, guys. We're very proud of the Bolts. They have finished Series 2. We have not seen. We have not been here on the mics since they have, and they have finished Series 2.
Sweat.
I think they're top. I mean, New York.
Okay, we
the
want
Rangers-
the Canes,
the
right?
Rangers
we want
and-
the Canes.
No, we want New York.
No,
I want New
we would
York.
rather have. Well, no. Here's the thing: we would rather have the Canes because we have the Canes a little more figured out than we
Well,
have.
we
New
play
York.
them more often,
No, listen,
right?
but New York has kind of the same play style as us, so New York might end up being a little more dangerous, but also
More like the Leafs?
I'm not worried about the next series. Okay,
I'm
we
not
will
either, but-
beat either
We're going to
Either one of the
we're
two.
Going to
either the
Cal.
Hurricanes or the Rangers.
So who
We're gonna,
would be okay after that? Who
Avalanche is who we're going to play in the Cup, and I
Colorado?
am deathly afraid of the Avalanche.
are they that
They,
awesome?
They've been.
That
I mean,
would be a sweet.
well, we talked about the President's Award. It's a bad curse. When we won the
President's Cup,
President's
yeah.
Award, we lost to the fucking
Columbus
Blue
Blue
Jackets
Jackets.
in the first round.
Swept.
4-0. We swept. Who won the President's Award this year? The Florida Panthers. We swept them in 4 games. So it's like the President's Award is almost like a fucking curse.
It
I mean,
is.
but my point is we are going to beat whoever comes out on top between Carolina or New York. I
So
think
you have a preference? You don't
I
have a
would
preference?
like to play New
I was
York.
thinking
I would
that,
like,
to play
I
New
would
York.
like to play New York as well, but most people are
but
saying that
are
New
we
York
more
plays the same
familiar
way
with
we do.
Carolina,
But we are,
Hurricanes?
yes, absolutely.
But
we've.
I'm not worried
I
about.
mean, we're
I'm
even-
not worried about any of that.
Let me ask you a question.
We
We
played
play
Carolina
Carolina
last
Hurricanes
year. Last
a
year.
lot,
Yeah.
and we're even Steven with them throughout the years, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
We
yeah.
faced them last year in the playoffs.
We
right?
played them 3 times. Oh no, I mean in this
At least-
year we played them 3 times. And but no, I'm willing to bet that we will get through the 3rd round. Whether it is New York,
So
whether
how
it is
about-
Carolina.
how much do we
so
play
we
New
will
York?
Be, we're going to be in the Cup. I think it will be with Colorado Avalanche,
That'd
and
be a
I
sweet
think
cup.
So with like I was saying that I'm very familiar with the Canes, because we play them a lot.
right.
It's almost
yeah.
like football.
Oh yeah, they're in our division. I mean,
yeah, and we're even Steven. And the Rangers, I mean,
Yeah.
are
Yeah, we
we
played 'em-
even
I don't know.
Steven
I
with
don't know
them?
how we
No.
are with the Rangers this.
It's
actual
basically
regular
it's
season.
out of all 6
Probably
games
one.
against both teams. I think we've been pretty much half and
Even
half.
Steven.
And there's no real way to predict.
Who's the most physical?
Also, you can't. I mean, again, the Lightning. You can't. You
New
can't
York's
go by.
let me ask
physical.
this
No,
question.
No, listen. You can't go by regular season.
I know, I
shit
know, I
with the
know,
Lightning.
I know,
You
I
have
know.
to understand that the Lightning are a different beast when they get into playoffs.
And I have
Every
2
single
questions.
time. Every single time they get into playoffs, they are a different beast. I had major concerns about Vasilevsky coming into this fucking playoff series.
With
and
the
again,
Panthers?
and then he just shows up. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just how we do
49
things.
3 goals. That's
So
all they got.
I
on
got
them.
2 questions. Who's the fastest skaters, Rangers or Canes? In your guys' opinion,
Probably Rangers.
Yeah. Maybe Rangers.
the,
Rangers play closer to our style than the Canes do.
So who's
Canes have an opposing style.
Who's the toughest? Checking
I don't
and
know.
I
We're
think-
gonna see it tonight.
Yeah.
They're going
Yeah,
at
they're-
each other.
they're going at it right
Like,
now.
they're
Yeah.
I think
so
Rangers or
we
Carolina.
didn't
They're
watch
going to
it
be
yet.
more
We're gonna
tougher.
guys. We're gonna go check in on the Canes Rangers game and just get a better idea of how this series is going. Thank you so much for listening to the Call Us Breeze tonight. We really appreciate you guys. You guys have been awesome. Ryan, what do you say,
I
man?
want a museum.
I would have this Lord Stanley Cup in my music. I love you guys. Have a good night.
We love you guys. Thank you,
Good
Dad.
night. Thank
Great
you.
show, man. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys, everybody. Good night, everybody. We'll see you. Good night.
Cheers. Love you.
Bye.
I hated to ask that at the end, but that's two main questions that I had. Who's the fastest skaters?
Okay.
And who's the
Good
roughest?
night, everybody. Right?
Good night, everybody.
Christ.
Well, I wanted you guys' opinions on it because I don't know.